Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan. For those online, welcome as well. My name is Dan Sloan. I'm president of the club. Today we are going to be highlighting what is going to be called the world's first longevity summit in Kyotango, Kyoto. First, a little background to why Japan is such an appropriate host. In Japan, in 2023, Japan's average life expectancy rose for the first time in 3 years. The average age for men is 81.09 years, and for women, number one in the world, 87.19. Japan longevity for females is number one in the world and number 5 for males. I mentioned the Longevity Summit. It will feature experts in gerontology as well as our guest today, Dr. Hitoshi Yaku, president of the Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine, Dr. Satoaki Matoba of the Graduate School of Medicine at Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine, and Mayor Yasushi Nakayama, who is mayor of Kyotango. Kyotango does not take a long time to reach from Tokyo. It's about 1.5 hours from Kyoto. However, it is renowned for having more than 200 centenarians per 100,000 individuals. That's about 3 times Japan's national average. For comparison, I looked it up, the US average is only 22 individuals per 100,000 people. Through their branch hospitals in Kyoto, Dr. Yaku and Dr. Matoba have explored mechanisms for healthy longevity since 2017. Today, they will share their proprietary Kyotango longevity cohort study, which offers recommendations on optimal medical treatment and other healthy approaches. Mayor Nakayama will highlight Kyotango's lifestyle, nature, and climate, which you all can discover during the 3-day summit coming up in June, or via its homepage that highlights its beaches, ryokan, onsen, seafood, and clean water sake. I personally have not visited Kyotango, but am reminded of it, actually of Kyoto City's Kiyomizu-dera's 3 waterfall streams, said to offer health, longevity, and success in studies. I don't know about Kyotango's educational performance, but the other 2 are definitely achieving high marks. For more on the secrets of Kyotango's success, we will first hear from President Yaku, Dr. Yaku, who will speak in English, and then we will do Q&A in English and Japanese. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Can I start?
Please.
Thank you very much for coming to this press conference today. I'm Dr. Yaku, the president of Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine. It's my great honor to present at the famous Foreign Correspondents Club. Today, I would like to introduce the first World Longevity Summit, which will be held in June this year. Next slide. As many of you know, the northern part of Kyoto Prefecture, named Kyotango area, is one of the healthiest and longest-lived regions in Japan. The Kyotango area consists of 2 cities and 2 towns, Kyotango City, Miyazu City, Ine Town, and Yosano Town. The rate of centenarian in this area are about 3 times higher than the average of Japan. Mr. Jiroemon Kimura, who lived in Kyotango City, is the Guinness record holder for male longevity. We doctors of Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine have been conducting a cohort study since 2017 to investigate the causes of healthy longevity. Kyotango City publishes recipes for a centenarian life in Japanese and English versions and disseminates the secret of longevity to the world. This is a book you have in your hand today. This study, published last year, showed frailty and clinical background factors of the 786 Kyotango residents of 65 years old and over. 15% were diagnosed with frailty. Obesity, shown in BMI, and frailty are positively correlated. Soy and soy products and a variety of plant-derived food could mitigate frailty. Plant-based proteins and dietary fiber were identified as beneficial nutrients. Gut bacteria, especially butyrate-producing bacteria, has an association with less inflammation, cytokine level, and non-frailty. We are recommending 4 Ps for healthy longevity. 1, plant-based diet. 2, protein from fish and soy. 3, pre- and probiotic-rich foods. And 4, participation and place-based eating. Until now, Kyotango City has continued its policy of healthy longevity. Implementation of the Healthy Longevity Creation Forum, establishment and operation of the Hyakusai Banzai Promotion Municipal Liaison Council, produced Kyotango's centenarian life recipe and has enriched the content up to the 4th edition so far. Initiatives such as these are implemented. Finally, our university, Osaka Convention and Tourism Bureau, Kyotango City Tourism Organization, and Kyotango City have signed a partnership agreement with the aim of expanding the exchange population by taking advantage of healthy longevity. The first Longevity Summit is created through the cooperation of companies, universities, and governments. Top researchers about longevity will present and discuss about healthy longevity, holding a panel discussion, inviting companies involved in longevity research in Japan and overseas, holding trade fairs for core technologies of longevity research in Japan and overseas, implementation of matching meetings with companies. Actually, the 25th annual meeting of the Japan Society of Anti-Aging Medicine will be held in Osaka from 13th of June to 15th. On the final day, you can take two large buses to Kyotango City, which takes 2 hours. If you use the train, you can get there in about 2 hours from Osaka or Kyoto. This is the outline of the First World Longevity Summit. If you look at the website, you can find the detailed program. As shown in red, from the opening to the closing, world-class research presentations, public lectures, and recommendations from the government will be presented. I would like to introduce some of the overseas researchers. Dr. Steve Horvath is famous for his suggestions about aging clock, Doctors Pierre Desprez and John Newman from BU CK Institute will present their research of transcriptional regulation and metabolic pathways in aging. Dr. Marco De Maria will present his research of cellular senescence. Dr. Francis K.L. Chan will talk about gut bacteria and aging. And Mr. Matt Goulding will show the importance of food culture and healthy longevity. Dr. Renu Balian will talk about metabolic research and aging. Mr. Tato Chris will show the strategy for healthy longevity society through IT networks. And Dr. Stefani Bandian will present about IT technology and healthy aging in Italy. Dr. Yon Jun Su will present his research about anti-inflammatory and pre-resolving bioactive lipid mediators from Japan. Several distinguished researchers will present their research. Dr. Tamotsu Yoshimori will show his research of autophagy and aging. And Dr. Hiroshi Ito will talk about lifestyle-related diseases and aging. Dr. Takakaki Akaike will show his research about sulfur species, energy metabolism, and aging in mitochondria. Dr. Kyoko Sato will show her research about oxidative stress and apoptosis. And on the final day, Dr. Tomo Matsuda will talk about super longevity society and the state of government and community. On the final day, 19th of June, we will adopt guidelines for action in the era of the 100 lifespan. These are the representative members. I'm Yaku, the president of this summit. Mr. Nakayama, next to me, mayor of Kyotango City, is the vice president. Mr. Kizaki from Miyazu City, Mr. Yoshimoto from Ine Town, and Mr. Yamazoe from Yosano Town are the executive committee members. Professors Naito and Matoba are chairing the summit. The information of the first World Longevity Summit is available at the website and X. Please look at these. I stop here and hand it to Mr. Nakayama. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yaku. Excuse me.
はい、京丹後市長の中山でございます。今日は、ありがとうございます。私の方からはこのサミットの中の一つのセッションとしてですね、健康美長寿推進協議会という協議会によるシンポジウムを開催をさせていただく予定なんですけれども、その概要についてご報告をさせていただきたいというふうに思います。
Thank you very much. I am Mayor of Kyotango City. My name is Nakayama. Thank you for coming to this press conference. So I'm going to talk about one session which is held as part of this summit, which is a symposium hosted by this organization that we have established, which is called the Health, Beauty, and Longevity Promotion Council.
はい、まずこの協議会のその趣旨について触れたいと思うんですけども、まずその前に我々の町、京丹後の町ですけども、今お話ありましたように、100歳以上の方がですね、全国平均の3倍享受していただく100歳長寿の町なんですけど、我々の町として長寿ということだけではなくて、より健康に より幸せに、幸福長寿、幸せに長寿ということをまちづくりとして追い求めていきたいというふうに思っております。
And before I'm going to talk about the purpose of the council that I've just said, let me just briefly refer to our town, Kyotango City. As was already said, the number of centenarians per population in Kyotango City is 3 times higher than the national average in Japan. So we are known as the longevity town, but it's not only the longevity that we are pursuing. We are also pursuing health as well as happiness, so people can live long lives happily and in good health. And that is the purpose that we are striving towards in our city.
そんな背景を、我々の町として持ちます中で、一方で、大阪にあります大阪観光局の方もですね、同じような思いを共有をなされる中で、大阪観光局を中心にですね、昨年の8月に、私ども含む全国の12の自治体、これは健康や長寿について関心がある、あるいは取り組みをしている、そういうような全国の自治体をですね、大阪観光局の方が中心になって、ご調整をいただいて、立ち上げた協議会がこの協議会でありまして、健康美長寿推進協議会、万博を睨みながら、同時に万博後の2030年あたりも睨みながら活動していこうということで、大きな思いは健康や長寿、さらに美、これ美というのは心身の調和というような意味でもあるわけですけども、その大切さとかその魅力をですね、内外に発信をして、そして、幸福で長寿な幸福長寿の社会づくり、あるいは世界の社会づくり、こういったものに貢献をしていきたいということで立ち上がった団体です。
So, Osaka Convention and Tourism Board also shared this thinking that we have in our city, and so they took the lead in establishing in August 2024 this council called Health, Beauty, and Longevity Promotion Council, participated by 12 municipalities from different parts of Japan who are interested in or have been already taking action to promote health and longevity. And so we take this opportunity of the Osaka and Kansai Expo to launch various activities, but we also aim towards the longer time span, towards 2030, so that we can promote various activities towards the shared goal. So the health and the longevity and beauty are the 3 pillars, and this beauty also includes this concept of harmony of the body and the mind. And we will work to disseminate what we are doing in our concepts to both Japan, different parts of Japan, and also to the world, so that we can contribute to building a society where people can live long, but also in happiness. And the same thing can happen also in different parts of the world.
そしてこのシンポジウムの目的に重なるわけですけども、日本は健康長寿が WHO の2023発表でありますと世界一であります。一方で、健康長寿というのは全人類の願いでもあろうかと思いますし、日本にお越しになるインバウンドの皆様方も、健康長寿の観光を体験したいというようなニーズもたくさんあるということを踏まえて、この協議会として、健康長寿の秘訣というか日本の特色というものを国内外に発信をして、そして我々の地域で言えば観光だったりとか地域の活性化、これは万博のテーマ「命輝く未来社会のデザイン」ということにも重なるわけですけども、それを果たしていきたい。そして大きく言えば SDGs の中で 高齢化社会の課題というのがあるわけですけども、その解決に健康長寿、幸福長寿ということを通じて SDGs の解決にもつながっていく一助の力にもなりたいということで、この間我々の活動を開始したところでありまして、このシンポジウムもその皮切りとして、行いたいとするものでございます。
Japan is the world number one in terms of the healthy longevity, according to the data from WHO in 2023. And then I'm sure there is a great need for learning and experiencing the healthy longevity experience here in Japan. For many tourists coming to Japan too. So that is why we at the Council would like to disseminate various information so that we can share these secrets to Japan's healthy longevity with the rest of the world. And in our region, we would like to also hope that that will lead to the more people coming to visit our region and learn about our region. And I think that is also in agreement with the overall Expo theme, which is designing a future society for our lives. We also believe that this is going to contribute in our own way to resolving the issues related to aging. And this is indeed one of the important issues which are also in the UN Sustainable Development Goals.
このシンポジウムの理念は我々の協議会の理念に重なるわけですけども、心身ともにより健康で美しく、そして健康長寿、幸福長寿を世界中にというものであります。
So the concept of this symposium is exactly the same as the concept of this promotion council. That is to promote the health both in the body and the mind, and promote the beauty and promote the health and healthy longevity.
具体的にはここに書いてある通りですけども、6月18日の1時50分から3時の時間をいただいて、京丹後の丹後文化センターという場所でさせていただきます。中身は日本国の厚労省の担当者の皆さん、担当者の方のご報告だったり、アンチエイジング、あるいは高齢化社会の活性化の研究者、三菱総研の研究者の松田さんですけどものご報告をいただいたり、我々の協議会の12の自治体のそれぞれの健康長寿、美の心身の調和にかかる取り組みだったり、それぞれの町の特色などをですね、意見交換をしたり情報発信をするような、そういうような時間帯などで構成をしております。
And this symposium is held on June 18th, starting at 1:50 p.m. And until 3 p.m. And this will be held at the Tango Cultural Center in Kyotango City. And the participants, the presenters will include a representative from the Ministry of Health, Labor, Welfare, and also Mr. Matsuda from the Mitsubishi UFJ Research Consulting to talk about the anti-aging and the aging society. And there will be also the panel discussion by 12 municipalities of this promotion council who will share with us what they are doing in terms of promoting the healthy longevity and what kind of characteristics each municipality has.
ぜひ世界中の皆様にご関心を持っていただいて、健康長寿や幸福長寿が世界中に広がっていく一助になりましたなと念じております。どうもありがとうございます。
So I hope that you will take interest in this symposium and our activities. And we do hope that the healthy longevity and also the happy longevity will spread all around the world. And we would like to be help in that effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor Nakayama, and earlier Dr. Yaku for your comments. We will go directly to the Q&A in our remaining time today. We're already receiving questions from our online viewers. We'll open the floor first to those who are here in person, and then we'll work in questions from the YouTube audience. I'll go to the first question. Yeah, Rocky. Please introduce yourself and your organization.
Can you hear me? Rocky Swift with Reuters. Thank you very much for your presentation. There has been some criticism, I guess, of this longevity research, and that it's some questions about the data, about centenarians specifically. Researchers Saul Newman of University College London recently published in New York Times, specifically on Japan, that in 2010, 82% of Japan's centenarians were dead, looking through the data. So that's 230,000 people who were said to be 100 years old or older, and were in fact, it was an error in the data. This individual, Kimura Jiroemon, has 3 different birthdays. So I guess my question is, has there been any new methods to detect errors in this data, or otherwise find mistakes to give an accurate picture of Japan's aging society? Thank you.
日本のその100歳以上の人口のデータについて、あるいは長寿研究についてある種の批判があります。そのデータについてですね、特にこれは、ロンドンのユニバーシティカレッジの研究者の人がニューヨーク・タイムズに書いていることですが、2010年で、日本の100歳以上の 82% の人が実は、死亡していた、亡くなっていたということが分かったと言っています。で、100歳以上の人が23万人いるということなんですが、つまりこの100歳以上の人の数についてその誤りがあるのではないかということですね。で、木室次郎右衛門さんという方は誕生日が3つ、異なる誕生日が3つあったというふうに聞いております。ですので聞きたいのは、このようなデータのエラーなどに関してデータについて何か新しい方法というのは現在あるんでしょうか。
Thank you for your great question. So, I have the first time about the Kimura Jiroemon's birthday, so from actually birthday is very important, and so Guinness record is coming from longevity score, and we for Kyotango area, we are always checking register of Japanese government, and you can see online basic resident register, and actually it's accurate, and every day or every week it is updated. And if we saw another country, India, China, we don't know, but if we can check accurately, there might be another centenarian rich country might exist. But at this moment, Japanese centenarian is higher than other countries. And as you said, healthy longevity is very important. And as you can imagine, unhealthy high age is always happen. So that's why we are prospectively and cross-sectionally started this cohort study, and we want to find the cause of healthy longevity more than 100 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next question comes from one of our online viewers. This is from Temple University, Japan student Hallie Garrett, who asked, doctors, looking ahead, what are the primary challenges you foresee in ongoing longevity research, and what are the next steps for your studies?
はい、テンプル大学の学生さんのハリーさんからの質問です。で、今後の長寿の研究について、今課題となっていることは何ですか。また、その今されている研究の次のステップはどのようなものでしょうか。
Thank you very much for great questions again. Now we found several good intestinal bacteria and several amino acid is very important to prolong healthy longevity. But these are all association between high age and several materials. So that's why now we are trying to which is the cause and which is the result. That's why our university is doing the examination using Drosophila, C. elegans, and mouse, and try to change their bacteria or amino acid supplementation. And after that, we'd like to find some good materials or some circumstances for healthy longevity. So next step is to understand the cause and effect. Thank you very much.
Okay, don't see a hand up in here, so I'm going to take the opportunity to ask a specific question that may relate to you all, but specifically to the mayor. I mean, there's an old phrase that be careful what you wish for, because it might happen. So longevity is wonderful, but it has, I'm sure, structural or infrastructural consequences for a city like yours in terms of healthcare provision, sustaining assistance and social resources long after maybe what is expected in other parts of the country. What have been the greatest challenges in Kyotango to making life to 100 or even beyond financially possible for the city itself?
はい、これはお三人にお伺いしたいのですが、特に中山市長に関係する質問かと思います。こういうふうにあったらいいなという願っていると、それが本当に実現してしまうかもしれないので、それは気をつけなくてはならないというようなことわざがありますが、もちろん長寿そのものは素晴らしいんですけれども、長生きするということは、それに伴ってさまざまなインフラの整備が必要であったり、体制の整備が必要であったりします。ということで、例えば、医療、あるいは介護、そしてさまざまな社会的な資源というものが、長寿の人が多い町では、他の町よりも多く必要になる、より長期間必要になるというふうに思われます。で、京丹後市としては、100歳以上人口が200人、あるいはもっとそれ以上になるということで、そのような、体制やインフラの整備などについては、どのようにお考えでしょうか。
はい、私からさせていただきたいと思うんですけれども、まず医療、それから介護、あるいはさまざまなハードなものも含めての生活環境の整備というのは、住民の皆さんが長寿であるかどうかにかかわらず大切だという思いで、まずはさせていただいております。
Yes, so the healthcare provision and the provision of the care services, as well as developing the related hardware so that people can live even in their old age, that is something that we should all aim for, regardless of the fact that the town, has a very many centenarians, or it doesn't matter. It's not related to the longevity question. We have to provide such services to people.
その上で、住民の皆さんが より健康で、そして大切なことはより幸せに生き生きと生活をしていただけるように、さまざまな行政の工夫をしていくということが必要だというふうに思っておりまして、行政の資源は青天井ではありません。与えられた行政資源の中で、最大限これを活用して、できるだけ生き生きと、できるだけ健康、幸福に生活をしていただくような取り組みをですね、今日も京都府立医大の学長先生、的場先生来てくださってますけども、府立医大の先生方はじめ、さまざまな関係者の皆さんと一緒になってさせていただいております。
And having said that, we have to provide our residents the services where people can live longer life, but in a healthy state, but also happily, and that is very important. And then, although our resources are not limitless, of course, we do have limits in our resources, but we have to make the best use of the resources given to us so that people can live a healthy and happy life. And we also work with the professionals from the Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine, such as the President Yaku and the Mr. Matoba here, so that we can provide such services to the residents.
大切なことは住民の皆さんと、それから内外の関係者の皆さんと与えられた環境の中で助け合って支え合って、より生き生きとより幸せに生きる生活ができる環境を作っていくということだというふうに思います。その結果、用意すべき環境に対する負担もですね、負荷も逆に少なくなっていくんじゃないかなというふうに思います。順番はそういうことかな、考え方の順番としてはそういうことかなというふうに思っております。
What is important that we have to have a situation where residents and various stakeholders work together and support each other in a given environment so that the residents there can live a happy life in a healthy state. And as a result, we may not have to put a lot of resources into supporting such environment. So I think the order is in that order. First, people and stakeholders will work together and support each other. And the services from the municipal government will come after that.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
I'm T.W. Kong, a professional associate member of the club. A follow-up question to Mr. Sloan's. 日本語でお聞きします。今経済的な負担の話、こういうインフラの話がありましたけれども、私はその精神的な面っていうのもすごいあるんじゃないかと思うんですね。で、特にその経済活動をするとある程度のその新陳代謝っていうのは必要、若返りが必要だっていうことがあったりしますね。やはりうちの父も100歳までいかなかったんですけど、直前ぐらいに亡くなられましたけども、見てるとやはり体は元気でも頭の考え方が少し硬直化していくとかですね、こういうことがあると経済活動にどうしても影響が来ちゃうということも考えられないわけではない。こういうことがありましてですね、もう一つはですね、私の個人的な体験ですけども、60過ぎてですね、かなり比較的健康だったんですけど、私の父は。しかし最後のフェーズでの介護と、それからその後の相続の手続きっていうのはですね、かなり過酷であったということなんですね。そうするとその次の世代がそれを長寿をする方々をサポートしないといけない。これについてですね、どういうふうにお考えなのかですね、要するに人口ピラミッドとかこういうことを考えたときに、全体の社会の精神構造といいますかね、または実際の循環といいますかね、そういう活性化という意味で、どういうふうに総合的に作っていけばいい、社会づくりをしていいのかということです。すみません。
I think so there was this reference to economy and infrastructure, but I think there is also this psychological aspect to it too. In order to maintain the economy, we need the metabolism so that the economy can be reinvigorated all the time. My father died just before 100 years of age, and even if he was quite fit in terms of the physical fitness, but you know, when your brain doesn't work as it should in the old age, that might also affect the economic activity. And in my personal case, my father was quite healthy even after 60 years old, but the last phase of his life, he needed a lot of care. And we also had to deal with the very arduous process of inheritance after his death. And that means that the next generation to these centenarians will have to support the long-living, old age parents and the people. So in terms of keeping the society's overall energy and vigor, and in terms of ensuring the cycle of the generational cycle of the society as a whole, I wonder what you think of all these issues.
非常に興味深い重要なクエスチョンだと思うんですね。で、おっしゃられた意味、本当に純粋にメディカルな意味でのメンタルステートをどうインプルーブさせるかという面と、それと社会の構造が変わらないといけない面、2つの意味合いがあるのかなと伺いました。で、まず
Thank you for a very interesting and important question. So there are two aspects to what you raised. First, purely from the medical perspective, how we can keep the people's mental state in the old age, and the other is related to the social structure.
でメディカルの面ではいろいろアルツハイマーの薬が出てきたりとか、それとこの京丹後のコホートスタディでもですね、例えばディプレッションの状態になると長寿できないと、長寿にならないということも分かってきて、そういう意味でもどうやってメンタルがヘルシーでどんだけ長生きするかというのがおそらく相関している面もあるのかなと、それも詳しく見る必要があるということと、でそれとですね、社会的な構造という意味ではですね、我々の精神科が取り組んでいる内容で、その遺産相続言われた相続をどうするかと。で今各家族ですから一人で亡くなる方、財産持ってという方が非常にこれ社会問題になりつつあるということで、これは今精神科の教授が金融関係と組んでですね、もう生前から介入していくと、特に一人暮らしのお年寄りの方はと、そういう社会構造を変えていかないと、今までそういう意識がなかったと思うんですね。それは現実そういう問題に我々が直面してだんだん変わっていくものであろうかと思います。
Yes, in terms of the medical perspective, we now have the drug for the Alzheimer's disease, and in our cohort study, we have now found that the depression would not lead to longevity. And so, healthy mental state and longevity may be correlated, and that we have to further study in our study going forward. And in terms of the social structure, the professors in our psychiatric department in our university have now begun to work on the issue of the inheritance, as you just pointed out, because there are so many people right now who live alone, but who have some kind of assets when they die. So what to do with it is a very big question that is now attracting a lot of attention in our society. So our psychiatric departments, professors are now working with financial institutions so that we can work on specific cases before they die. And so these are the issues that we never thought of before. These are the things that we, face as we experience the aging society. So we have to deal with such issues as we go along with this developmental society.
All right, our next question comes from one of our student members, Jiue Mi, also from Temple University of Japan. She asked, I think for the doctors, are there specific foods or dietary patterns that directly relate to longevity? And if so, can we get them on the FCCJ lunch menu?
はい、やはりテンプル大学の学生からの質問ですが、これはお医者さん方にお伺いしますけれども、直接長寿に関係している食べ物、あるいは食生活のパターンなどがあればお教えください。これが分かれば私たちもこの当協会のランチメニューに加えたいと思います。
Thank you for the question. As I showed in Dr. Naito's paper, we have a proposal from Kyotango, plant-based diet and protein from fish and soy. And the circumstances to eat is very important. And mechanistically, diet fiber is important to increase butyric producing bacteria, and that will very good for immunity. Thank you very much.
Okay, if I don't see a hand here, yes, sir.
My name is Takuya Nishimura, freelance journalist. How do you define the happiness in relation to longevity? It's true that the people with disease is not happy, but the healthy people, why do you think healthy people is happy with longevity? How do you describe the happiness of the people in Kyotango area in the outcome document of the summit in June? Thank you.
はい、西村拓也と申します。フリーランスです。長寿に関連して幸せ幸福というのをどのように定義されますか？不幸せであればそれは不健康であれば不幸せだというふうには思うわけですが、健康であることがなぜ幸せにつながるんでしょうか。で、そのサミットの成果文書の中で京丹後の人々のこの幸せということについて、どのようにそのお書きになるのか記述されるのかについてお伺いしたいと思います。
Thank you very much. That is very important. And after SDGs, we need to think about how well-being we can contribute. And in this prospective and cross-sectional cohort study, we are asking them about their mental state and do you think happy or not. So that is not objective, but to promote their idea about happiness is very important. But as you said, definition is very difficult. From now, we would like to decide a global definition of well-being. The final day, Dr. Tomo Matsuda and Andy, they are sociologists, and will discuss about the guideline for healthy longevity. And one of the main target or subject is how we can measure the well-being. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next question also from online, from Michiru Sadakata of Temple University, Japan. It's kind of a follow-on from the earlier question about mental health and its importance to longevity. She asked, to what extent does loneliness or increased stress affect lifespans? And specifically for the mayor, and this is, of the 100 or the 200 some odd people, or the number of people that are centenarians in your community, how frequently are they getting interpersonal contact? We hear a lot about older people living alone in apartments, seldom going out, and that certainly has to be impactful on their health and mental well-being.
はい、こちらもテンプル大学の学生からの質問です。こちらもやはり精神的な状態が長寿にどう関係するかということでありまして、孤独とかストレスというものが長寿とどういうふうに関係しているでしょうか。で、特に中山市長にお伺いしたいのは、京丹後市では200人からのその100歳以上の方がいらっしゃるということなんですが、この方々はどういう生活の中でどれぐらい頻繁に他の人と接していらっしゃるでしょうか。というのはやはり高齢になってもう人との接触が少なくなって自分の家を全く出ることがないというようなこともよく聞きます。で、そういう状態であればやはりそれは幸せではないだろうと思うんですが、京丹後のご老人たちはいかがでしょうか。
はい、まずご調査くださっている的場先生の方から後ほどお答えくださると思うんですけれども、私の方からも一言と思いますのは、まず一つ事実関係なんですけれども、我々の町人口5万人ですので、5万人の中で110数人の100歳センテナリストがいます。人口10万人にしたら200数十人ということなんですが、事実関係としてはそういうことでございます。その中で、日頃の生活の対応あり方との関係ですけれども、我々の町、農業なども盛んでですね、そういう意味で日頃から比較的都市部の方と比べると外に出ながら、そして土に親しみ、そして人と人との交流もですね、和気あいあいといろんな会話交流などを、他地域の皆さんと比べると多いというようなご調査があるというふうにお聞かせいただくんですけども、我々地域に住んでてですね、やっぱり互いに助け合ったり支え合ったりしながら生活をしているというシーンはよく見かけますので、そういったことは影響しているんじゃないかなというふうに思います。
First of all, just a clarification. Our city has 50,000 people in population, and we have more than 110 centenarians in our city. But per population of 100,000 people, it will be then 200, more than 200. So just for a clarification. And in terms of the day-to-day lives of those centenarians, agriculture is one of our major industries in our town. So as compared to those living in urban areas, people have more opportunity to go outside of their home and then work in the field, and then talk to people around them. And I'm sure there are more such opportunities for the old, aged people here in our town as compared to those living in the cities. And I frequently see people helping each other and supporting each other.
Well, we have reached our time limit, or our longevity for today's session. I'd like to thank my three guests, Mayor Nakayama from Kyotango, Dr. Hitoshi Yaku, and also Dr. Satoaki Matoba. Gentlemen, we wish you good luck with the upcoming seminar, and we thank you very much for visiting the club.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.